This is good? All right, cool. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Brooke, so great to meet you. Thank you for being here. Really excited to talk to you and really excited about you getting another chance at the Olympic Games. After you were just the youngest Canadian athlete last time around, do you sort of feel like the vet now?
Yeah.
Seen it all, done it all?
Well, thank you for having me. Nice to meet you as well. And yeah, I think this Olympics going into it's got a totally different feel from the last one, and it's nice to go into this one with a little experience and kind of know what it's all about.
Can you kind of, I don't know, maybe compare the differences? You know, first time around, you're 16, you're probably very anxious, very nervous. This time around, you've experienced it. How do you feel this time as opposed to the first time 4 years ago?
Yeah, I think my first Olympics, I didn't really have any expectations. I was just super happy to be there and compete with all the idols I grew up watching, and the Olympics is something I always grew up watching, so just being there was a super cool moment. I think second time around, I have a little more goals and more motivated to try to make something happen.
So would it be fair to say last time the goal was just, okay, you made it and the rest is gravy, but now it's more about the result?
I would say so, yeah. I still want to go and have fun, but definitely feeling, not pressure, but just I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to perform.
You don't want to just take part.
Exactly.
You want to actually make an impact. 4 years ago, obviously still COVID times, bit of a different experience, right? Then I'm sure you asked others, it was still a little bit strict, the testing and whatnot. This time around, none of that. So I'm sure that's exciting as well, right?
Totally, yeah. Last games, I got COVID right before the Olympics and was still testing positive kind of while I was there.
Oh my gosh.
So I was kind of on probation. I couldn't hang out in the village. I couldn't interact with the other athletes. So I think this time around, I'm really excited for the authentic Olympic experience.
Wow. What's your favorite memory from that first experience?
I think making finals was a pretty cool experience, and my teammate Elizabeth Hosking also made finals. So to have two Canadian athletes in the halfpipe final, I think was pretty special for both of us.
I've heard you say, and correct me if I'm wrong, halfpipe is your specialty, right? You're an expert at it, but you don't want to just be known as a halfpiper, right? How do you get to that point? How do you get to the point where people aren't just associating you with halfpipe?
Yeah, I think I grew up riding everything, racing, slopestyle, and just kind of had some more success in halfpipe. I think my goals going forward are just to show my riding on all levels, and the backcountry on jumps and in halfpipe. So I think I don't want to be pigeonholed into one discipline. I identify more as a snowboarder, I think, than just a halfpipe rider.
I like that. In the future, would you like to compete in other events at the Olympics that don't include halfpipe? You know, like you said, snowboard. There's a litany of them.
Yeah.
Is that the goal?
I think now backcountry riding and big mountain riding is coming into the Olympics, and I think that's something that's pretty cool. And natural selection's another kind of group of contests, and that's something I would definitely love to participate in.
So you started when you were about 5 years old? Mm-hmm. And who introduced you to snowboarding?
Yeah, we used to always go to the mountains as a family. That was just kind of our activity. We all skied. But I wasn't very good at skiing. My brother, who was younger than me, was always beating me, so I wanted to try snowboarding.
Younger brother? Mm-hmm. Wow. So when did he start? How old was he?
He was pretty young as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 2 years younger than me, so.
So he's doing this like 3-4 years old?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Are you the oldest?
I am.
Okay, and so younger bro's beating you, and then you say, let me try something else? Okay.
So yeah, my dad started taking me to the hill, and I first started out, my parents would let me snowboard in the morning, and I'd have to ski in the afternoon. And then, yeah, about after a year, I was snowboarding full on, and then my brother made the switch too, and my parents both switched as well, so now we're all just a snowboard family.
Okay, so how do you transition from, just going down the hill and whatnot to then discovering halfpipe and then, honing your craft there to the point where you're at now?
Yeah, when I was young, my parents put me on like the local team Riders on Board at COP, and I started doing some contests with them, and then just as a family activity, we would go down to the US to compete in their circuit of contests, and that's kind of where my success and love for competing really started.
How do you go from someone who likes to compete, who likes to, partake with their family members, to having an Olympic dream, especially at such a young age? Do you remember how old you were when you started to think like, I can actually do this and this can be a reality?
Yeah, I grew up swimming. That was also kind of my sport, so I was swimming competitively and snowboarding until I was about 12. And I loved watching the Olympics for that, Michael Phelps and stuff. So I think Olympics was just always my goal, but maybe I didn't know exactly if it would be in snowboarding or swimming, but I think Olympics was always what I wanted to do.
And so how old were you when you started to believe that you can actually make the Olympic team?
I think once I got on the national team at 14, I kind of knew that was something I could achieve with some hard work, and it was cool being on a team and training with other Olympians and getting to see their work ethic. I think that really inspired me a lot.
Is it true that you found out that you made the team 4 years ago via email?
Yeah, they do. Just send you an
That's
email.
it?
Yeah,
Just,
pretty much.
what does it say?
Just congratulations, you've been selected for the team.
Wow. Where were you when you read that?
I think I was just at home with my family.
And how did you react?
I was pretty excited. I think I kind of already knew it wasn't too much of a surprise, but it is still a surreal
Just to get
feeling.
that confirmation,
totally,
right?
being on the list with all the other people and crazy athletes attending is pretty cool.
For those that want to maybe know a little bit more about you, like snowboarding is such a big part of your identity. What is something that you like to do to try to take your mind off of snowboarding? Where do you go? What do you do to try to do something outside of this world, just to give your mind a break?
Yeah, I think recently I've been super into fashion and sewing, so I've taken up sewing and try to do that whenever I can, and drawing, like little watercolor arts.
Okay.
And, I like playing chess. I'm a big chess player, so.
Online or
Online,
face-to-face?
but I prefer face-to-face for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I always travel with my chessboard. I have it outside.
Challenging your teammates and things like that?
Yeah, my teammate Liam Gill, he likes to play, and I lived with my boyfriend all summer, and we would play multiple times a day.
So this allows you to just go elsewhere, right? Think about something else.
Yeah, I think I like chess and sewing so much because you can't really think about anything except what you're doing in that moment. You kind of have to be hyper-focused on that, which is
What kind of things are you sewing?
I've made some jackets,
Oh, wow.
bags,
Okay.
tops, pants, jeans.
Is that the goal? Maybe someday down the line?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to work for a snowboard company and design outerwear. I think that's the dream job.
Okay, so you got some fashion sense. I could tell from the nails. The nails are very interesting. What's going on? Did you do that yourself? Or did
No,
somebody
I
do-
got them done.
Okay.
Some bling and stars.
Yes. What does that represent?
I like stars and sparkles, so I like always having my nails done for contests and
Okay,
camps. It's
that's a thing for you?
It's kind of my thing, yeah.
Different colors, different looks every time?
Yeah, I think so. I like when I go to a contest, sometimes I'll get Snow League nails. For last Olympics, I got Canada nails.
Okay. And is there one particular person that does this for you, or you just go anywhere?
Yeah, I just go to the same girl, always at
Okay.
home.
Good luck charm.
Yep.
Now, will this person be able to do it for you before you go to the Olympics?
I think so, yeah. I'm hoping to have a little bit
Okay.
of time before the Olympics, and yeah, train at home will be nice too.
I also read on your Olympics bio, you like podcasts, you like listening to podcasts. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Or is that just something you told them?
No, I like podcasts. I wouldn't
So
say I'm the biggest podcast
If I
listener.
took your phone right now, like what's the number one podcast that you're listening to?
Probably the Bomb Holes. They're
What is
my
that?
favorite. It's like a snowboard podcast, and
Okay.
they interview a bunch of snowboarders. And it's pretty cool. I feel like you get to see a side of them you wouldn't maybe on just a normal interview at the bottom of the half pipe.
Have you been on it?
No, but
Not yet.
that's the dream.
That's
yeah.
the bucket
That's
list?
that I've made it for
Okay.
sure. If you're on the Bomb Hole,
Things go well in a couple of months.
would be
That
cool.
would be the nice cherry
yeah.
on top.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I wish you the best. Good luck. I hope you get on the podcast as well. Good luck, of course, in Livigno. Thank you so much for the time. And yeah, this was great. We're looking forward to seeing you compete out there.
Thank you so much.